Hey everyone, it is Havel High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are on both Global and JP. We're going to start with JP first. And all I have to say is I come back to this. Wow. I've been actually out of town since Thursday. I've scheduled some videos on Thursday and Friday, and I really haven't posted on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm just basically coming back to the game. And while I was away out of town for, Easter break and things of that nature, man, there's a lot of news that ended up dropping, so I'm going to talk about this, and I just want to give you my take. And a lot of people are talking about compensation for JP, but I don't see it happening. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, we recently got an update on JP, and this is the version 4.3.0, which had some really nice features, but ended up having a feature that wasn't a part of this game plan. So just to really cover this portion of the update, we had the reward boost, which is nice. Takes a while to get these extra boost up, but it's nice for Dokkan events, getting extra medals and things of that nature. So it's a plus. We have the filtering system with the links and the effects. That's great there. Unfortunately, I don't read Japanese, so I'm going to need a little bit of help to get that working. And then on the gacha, you're able to go ahead and see their progression when it comes to SSR, TUR, and LR, things of that nature. So some other things on here as well, with EZA talking about it's a dangerous mission kind of scenario, the alert there, and some other couple of things. But the thing that everybody's talking about, I'm gonna call it damage gate. You can call it key gate or SA gate or whatever, but it is an update that, if you didn't know previously, that Kale and Khalifa, LR Kale and Khalifa here. What did I push? They ended up having some issues with their ki multiplier and their additional attacks being buffed into an ultra attack because of their +6 to ki, and their additional attacks, which is normally a 12 ki multiplier, was bumping up to ultra super attack, 18 ki multiplier, and providing them an additional attack buff. Now, it wasn't a huge attack buff. It was definitely beneficial and noticeable. But now what has happened with the update, it looks like whoever was in charge, whoever the dev was to be in charge of this update, maybe heard Akatsuki wrong. Maybe they heard instead of let's go ahead and fix LR, Khalifa, and Kale, and make sure their ki multiplier is sufficient with the max, to let's make everybody not have a ki multiplier max, because that's what it kind of seems like at this point in time, is no matter who you're fighting with, their ki multiplier seemingly is buffed and increased on JP at this moment in time. And there is no news, as far as I know. They have this right here, but no real news that I don't know if this is actually an official news here, but when this is actually going to get fixed or patched, because Golden Week is next week, right around the corner, and we don't have really indication on when this is going to get fixed. So there's a couple of my thoughts here. One is this going to be the future for Dokkan, right? And I'm the global defender. I play global as my main. JP is here. This is my main JP account, right? So are they going to increase the ki multiplier? And 24 ki has been the max for a very long time in this game. So a prediction might be is they're either testing this out or adding this in here unbeknownst to it being active. Maybe they wanted to put this in the background but not actually have this active as a possible 36 ki multiplier SA. Now, you would have to have a lot of extra ki links and some buffs and a ton of different orbs to get to that 36, but that could be a possibility in the future. A new rarity higher than LR, something of that nature, that's going to do this, and they messed up and they introduced it to all the units. That's a possibility. The second possibility is just a total screw up. Is the person, like I said, that should have corrected LR, Kale, and Khalifa, they expanded it out to everything else. And a lot of people are asking, hey, what kind of compensation are we going to get from this? I don't really see compensation happening because this is not a gacha issue. For those who remember, some old school players remember, we had 300 stone compensation for a gacha when the TUR Kefla came out, this unit right here. So when this unit came out, the SSR version, when this unit came out, the gacha was providing incorrect information on the summons, thus providing an accurate gacha. Thus, that's why we ended up getting compensation, because having an incorrect gacha, that's a major no-no, especially in these types of games where you're in a sense false advertising. And JP, I don't really think there's a hard fast law against it, but a lot of people were complaining, and they said, you know what, let's just go ahead and provide a 300 stone compensation and just be done with it. Everyone's happy, and we went about its way. And some people are still complaining afterwards. Then after that, the issue then was the introduction of Strength Rose, which I don't think I have on my JP account. Do I have Strength Rose on my JP account? I don't. Strength Rose, his banner came out, and the issue was with this unit here, where Super Saiyan 3 Broly was on the banner, and it should have been, of course, the SSR. So they had the TUR on the banner. They should have this image on there. So again, more kind of false advertising on a gacha banner. This was actually worse when it came to more damaging for JP, because they actually refunded all the stones that people used for the banner for a specific time frame, and 300 stones. So there was an incredible compensation. But that's been it. We haven't had a major compensation, 300 stone compensation, since those two incidents, because there haven't really been a gacha incident since then. It's been a flat, SSR rate of 10%, a guaranteed SSR, all this stuff, and that has created where the gachas is right now. So how I feel about this error, which is an in-game dynamic error, which it could have been activated because they might be doing a 36 key in the future, or it's a total screw up. That's a game dynamic, and that could be patched and fixed. And in a sense, right now it's just an advantage for players. Right now, it's not really a disadvantage for players. It's currently everybody's just buffed. So at most, I can see a long maintenance compensation, like 10, 15, 20 stones. I do not see 100, 200, 300 stones. Now, I hope that I'm wrong, because that'll be great for re-rolling, and you know me, I love to re-roll. So I'm just gonna let everybody know my thoughts. I don't think we're getting compensated for an in-game error. That's a game dynamic, not a gacha dynamic. That's a big difference between the two, because you're not spending money for a in-game dynamic. You are spending money for units, and yes, they are playing in the in-game dynamic, but it is not a disadvantage at this point in time. It is actually an advantage. So I think that's the major difference between one and the other. And that's my 2 cents with the situations going down with Damage Gate or Key Gate or SA Gate, whatever you want to call it at this point in time. So, comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are. I've seen, multiple people talk about this. The Truth talked about this. I think Tiger just recently posted a video on this. Warden, all these guys. Shout out to Dokkan subreddit, and those guys are all talking about this issue here, and everybody's asking for compensation. I just don't think it's happening, because it's not a gacha issue. Anyway, so let's flip over to my main game, which is Global. Kind of a snooze fest. There is a little bit of controversy going on right now, which it's not a huge controversy. I think people are overreacting to a gift that Global is going to get double rates for the last weekend. And for those who ended up actually using their tickets early, they're not going to get the double rates. And hey, you know what? That's fine. In this game, patience is a virtue. And it is unfair to people that, you know, got their 10 tickets and spent 20 so far. But hey, you know what? That's kind of how it's approaching. And luckily for me, I didn't even use my weekend tickets last weekend, and I should have 2 sets to go ahead and go to. But you know what? These banners are horrible anyway. And yes, it's just free luck. It's just some tickets. And it's just a gift. So for those who waited, congratulations. For those who didn't, I know it sucks, but double rates doesn't mean you're getting LRs. It gives you a chance, sure, but you know, who knows? They might even create 2 banners for this, you know. So they might, you know, create a secondary banner for the double rate, and you can't use the previous ones from there. So that way, you know, everybody can't complain at that point in time. But as of right now, we know that it is going to be double rates, which is the update here. And who knows, they might just throw some extra tickets to all of us and see what happens. So but everything else, you know, the next thing that I want to talk about here is the Int Goku Black that's coming out on Thursday. So everything is ending on the 24th, Wednesday. And it should be, or it might be coming on Wednesday as well. So, but more likely going to be on Thursday. So on 4/24 is the end of this celebration, which is going to be the new celebration, the future theme celebration that's going to coincide with Golden Week on JP. And I'm going to do a full breakdown on this banner, this unit, Int Goku Black, and comparable to this team right here in Future Saga. And is it worth it? Just kind of a quick discussion. I don't really think so, but it's all up to you. I don't want to tell you guys how to summon. So anyway, yeah, I come back to this, and it's been fun to just really quickly go over all this with you. And Damage Gate is a lot of controversy. It's kind of a snooze fest over in Global, but hey, that's why Global is still, I think, the better version of the game, because JP's the beta. That's just my that's just my 2 cents, and that's why Global will always be my main. Plus, I can read. I can read the stuff, right? That's a big thing for me. So anyway, with that, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And I forgot to give shout outs to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for images provided. And anything else? Anyway, I'm back, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. Later.